Hello and welcome to watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Molly Sarambai, brings you the Salesian news across the globe. The Salesian program to counter the exploitation of child labor in the Sinifana Basin southwest of Medellin in Colombia has achieved its first objectives. The project aimed to counter the dramatic situation in the coal mines, where only children can easily pass through the many narrow shafts, forced to work, risking their lives every day. Thanks to the support of many benefactors and the funds raised during the Run of Marathon of Saints 2021, the project Dejando Hulas, Leaving Footprints, had been chosen as a charitable cause of the historic solidarity race on November 1st, All Saints Day. A large psychosocial and pedagogical program called Creating My World and My Superpower was launched. The Universidad Don Bosco UDB of El Salvador, through the Department for University Pastoral Care, organized Salesian Days, a space for meeting, dialogue and conviviality for the entire educational community of the UDB. The objective of this meeting was to reinforce the Salesian identity that characterizes the university and to reflect on the actions that each of the members take to contribute to the education of students. During the event, the message of the Strena of the Rector Major of the Salesian congregation was presented, the purpose of which is to encourage, to motivate and to remind members of the congregation and the Salesian family of Don Bosco's mission, and which also serves as an educational and evangelization guide for the paths the congregation is to follow throughout the world. For many years in January, a meeting of the Salesian family has been held in Lebanon, enlarged to collaborators, animators, friends and sympathizers of Don Bosco to present the Rector Major Strena as a commitment to be made each in his own sphere. This year's meeting was held at the Salesian House in Al-Fidar Sunday, Jan 15, and was attended by about 200 people, the Salesian community, some Daughters of Mary Help of Christians, a large group of Salesian cooperators, teachers, animators of the Salesian Oratory and that of the FMA, as well as dozens of other lay people, adults and youth, Lebanese, Syrians and Iraqis, all revolving as actors or recipients around the activities of the Salesian family in Lebanon. The theme of the Strena 2023 by Rector Major Father Angel Fernandez Artime, as the yeast in today's human family, the lay dimension in the family of Don Bosco, particularly stimulated the participation of the laity. In fact, in addition to Father Simon Zakarian, Director of the Salesian Community, as the keynote speaker, the Provincial Coordinator of the Salesian Cooperators of the Middle East also took the floor to illustrate the current relevance of Strena 2023. On January 14th, in the chapel of the Salesian boarding school St. Dominic Savio in La Ceja, the first professions of the 2022 novices who make up the community of the International Novitiate of the Sacred Heart of Jesus were celebrated. The newly professed, 3 from the province of Venezuela, 1 from the province of Bolivia, 2 from the province of Ecuador and 4 from the province of Colombia, Medellin, were accompanied by their respective provincials, the Novitiate Formation Community, SDBs, FMAs, relatives and friends. The ceremony was marked by thanksgiving to the Lord and St. John Bosco for the vocational availability of these 10 new Salesians who will continue their formation journey in the post-novitiate stage to continue to strengthen their dedication to the service of the Church and the Salesian congregation. 130 young people from the youth centers and Salesian presences of the Salesian province of Slovenia SLO, and for the first time also a group from the Salesian presence in Muzla, Serbia, gathered in the Salesian house in Verzes. From January 13 to 15, they followed the program prepared by Father Midja Stefan Frank and a group of youth animators who are a part of the Salesian Youth Ministry. The young people, through workshops, animations and lectures, were introduced to Don Bosco's testimonial of faith, charity and reason, which are the cornerstones of his system of preventive education. They also learned about the personal profile of an animator, group dynamics, the pedagogy of play and Strena 2023. Of course, there was no shortage of sports and spiritual moments in which the young people, together with their guides and the Salesians, got to know each other better, shared mutual experiences and experienced moments of prayer. The concluding Mass was celebrated by Salesian Provincial of Slovenia SLO, Father Marko Kosnik, who invited the young people to see Jesus, listen to the Spirit and become His witnesses. So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.